Hi, it's Stephanie with Move Within Yoga, and this is a back to yoga, the first one in my basics series. So we're going to take just one look at one pose and just really deconstruct it a little bit and walk through it, especially for those who have never done yoga before or are new to exercise or want to get into some fitness schedule. This can be done literally anywhere. Anywhere you're standing, you can do this. And again, you have to kind of, I've done this in airports, I've done this waiting around lines at the bank, I've done movement like this, and you don't have to go wild and, you know, do a set of 100 of them. But certainly throughout the day, these are not anything that onerous to do and very easy to weave into your life. But anyway, one of the most basic poses are the standing preparatory poses. And they have lots of different names depending what kind of yoga you have done. But this is just a really basic yoga stand. And then we're going to go into a forward fold. Sometimes this is also known as mountain, this standing upright position. And you can see why too, with the arms coming up, kind of forming this peak. And so you might just want to bring the arms up here and then lower them down. And just bring the arms up and bring them down and bring them up. Fingertips together and then reverse it, coming down and around and up and down. So just a nice light top half of the body, light spine and down. Now the bottom half is a different story. So you want to really feel a sense of stability with your feet. So to do that, lift your toes off the ground. Just lift the toes off. And at this time, same time, pull the thighs into the hips. So you have this pulling upward. Lengthen, bring the toes up. So everything's kind of pulling up. And then spread the toes out, drop them to the ground. And you might feel an emphasis on the big toes, the little toes, and the heels. So somewhat of a tripod. That arch might be a little bit more activated. I know sometimes people don't have arches. Lift it up, lift the feet up again. Spread the toes out and put them down again. And again, you'll feel that rootedness there. So the big toes, little toes, and heels. Try to tap into this rooted connection. Notice if you're leaning a little bit more front or back, even it out with these 3 points on each foot. And one more time, so lift the toes up, spread the toes out, and drop them to the ground. And again, feel this evenness with the arches a little more emphasized. And now at this point, the rear end might be really tightening and straining. Soften that up a little bit and soften the feet into the ground. Okay, so any striving or pulling or knuckling into things, just kind of soften that now into the ground. And you should feel a little bit more centered and stable with your feet. And again, pull up with the thighs. It's a sense of pulling up into the hips. Pulling up into the hips without really tilting the hips under and my knees are bent. It's this slight engagement up. Okay, slight engagement up. Palms to the heart center. So with all this activity going below that stability, then the key is for the heart to settle down and that freeness, excuse me, of breath to come into you. So it's very easy to lose that, especially in the beginning of what we're doing. So focused on what's going on that we clench up, we tight, we hold the breath. But all this stuff going on now, get back to the breath and settle into it. And just observe the breath here until it quiets down a little. Again, soften the rear end if you notice that kind of clenching a little bit. Lengthen the spine up. Arms coming in front and up. So now we have those feet in the ground and the fingers are really light. So the legs doing a lot of the work, hips stabilizing us. And out of that, we have the freedom here with the spine to be light and open. Palms together. Lifting out of the chest area. Long straight line. So I'm in a straight line here right now. I'm not leaning back and I'm not kind of rounding into it. So if you find yourself just a little bit rounded, again, just use your concentration. Observe the roundedness. Observe whatever kind of crunched feeling or discomfort you're in. Observe it. Get to know what it feels like to be crunched or sore, or the arms feel heavy. And so you can lift a little out of it. And then crown of the head ever so delicately goes back. And come center. Drop the palms down and open out, forming a circle back to the center. And arms up. Now this time, bend the knees, and we're going to go into a forward fold. And head and neck softens. Head and neck softens. Face softens. Palms together. Lengthen the arms out. Coming up. And over and back. And coming down again. Open out. Palms together. Over and back. So I'm not bending in the waist. I'm not bending in the waist. I'm lengthening up first. And when that's softened out a little bit and I feel a little bit more open, crown of the head goes back and chin tilts up and the heart center is open. And again, the key is to really try to watch here when you feel the tension building and you're holding your breath. And observe the breath. And coming center, drop the palms down, open out, palms together, arms up, bend the knees, coming down. Head and neck softens. Palms together, coming up. And over and back. And coming center, drop the palms down, open out, palms together, up and coming down. Head and neck softens. And shake the head out. And palms coming up. And down. And just recover. Right hand and left palm. And again, you can do that as much or as little as you want. You can break it up throughout the day, as little or as much as you want. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and hope you have a great rest of the day.